Okay guys, I am back and this is going to be week 6, episode 3 for the week. And we're going to be using some greeting cards. And then this is what it's going to look like when we're done. Okay, so this is what I do. Your measurements are going to kind of depend on what size of card you have. These were dollar store cards probably 4 years ago. So yeah, take that with what you will. Oh, and I just kind of messed that up. Oh well, I'll just make them just a tad smaller. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so you're just gonna kind of cut out your main design there. Let's see if I can do this one just a little bit better. Okay. They kind of just look even, right? I do think I'm going to take just a little off of each side here, just to make it go down to 4.5, because my measurements are 4.5 and these are hold on, let me get my head straight here. On this whole thing, oh my goodness, I don't know why my brain's like going blank all of a sudden. Probably because I've already recorded like 6 videos today. That's probably why. Okay, so I will give you my measurements in just a minute. Okay, so and then in the inside of almost every card is a greeting, right? So we're going to use all of it. We're going to use all of the card, or at least most of it, right? Probably most of it. Okay, we're going to save that out. Okay. And all right, sorry, I'm not very talkative. I'm really focused on not trimming my finger off like I tried to do during the getting the cards ready. Oh, and I do have to bring up my bigger cutter. So yeah, okay. So yeah, if you just cut these out, and they can be recycled cards too. Like if you have a stack of Christmas cards where you saved them because you liked the design, you can just cut out like the sentiments. And okay, then my big piece, yeah. Oh, God, I'm not even finishing what I'm saying. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you want a bigger piece. It's about 7.5 by 5. If yours are about like mine. So I just got one of my parchment cardstocks. I get these at Office Depot, and I don't have a SKU number or anything like that for these. No, we want it this way. Okay, sorry. My train of thought was getting a little skewed like it's been today. And then we said 7.5, right? Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we have have all the pieces we need. Oh, and again, it's these corner pieces here that we made before. And I don't know where the fourth one is. There it is. Or technically the third one. Okay. So now what I did, and you're going to want to do these things first. I'm going to take the punch that has the stub on it, and I'm going to trim it out here. Another thing you can do, I'm not going to do it here today since we did it the other day, kind of, is take your dime and go the opposite direction. I showed you how you can take the dime and make a rounded corner. You can also put the dime up at that corner, trim that, and then just use your scissors. That's a quick way of doing it. Super quick. And to save time, I am kind of doing these all together. All in one shot. Okay, now I am using this vintage gold and my finger. You can use paint, you can use whatever you want. We're just gonna do the tips here. And I'm not too worried about if we go over a little bit, just adds charm. And once we get it on the bigger part of the card, when we wipe, it will kind of spread any edges you have. So if you don't want that, then let this dry fully, okay? If you're using this vintage stuff here. Like I said, you can also use paint. I use paint from time to time. So, okay, set that aside. This one done. I actually didn't stop to eat lunch yet. As you'll know from Wednesday's video, I was getting kind of weak and shaky, and I honestly wanted to get at least this video shot. But these are cool, simple, and easy things that probably everybody has, right? Like all of us have like Christmas cards from years ago. And if you don't want to cut the sentiment down, like, you know, say it was from a grandmother or whoever, then one of the interesting things you can do is still cut them apart. Use the front of the card on the front of your card, you know, the tag, and then the part that has a sentiment, just flip it around and put it on the back. Does that make sense? To where it's one of those keepsakes that you can just keep forever if you'd like. Okay, wipe the little fingers off here. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to put vintage photo around the edges of these real quick. I'm really hoping that my stomach doesn't decide to growl right in the middle of this video. Because that's always embarrassing, isn't it? Which is weird, because, I mean, whoever decided that it was impolite for your tummy to growl? I don't know. I just find that weird. Okay, almost there, almost there. I know inking is a necessary evil. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and ink these while we're waiting for that gold to still dry, and then we'll attach this one. In this one, you really, I mean, you could actually tip these in gold as well if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Oh, and you know what else you're going to need? You're going to need some of your scraps that are 2 inches wide, and then cut it down to 1.5 inches to make these little tiny tags right here. So yeah, like I said, 2 by 1.5. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and trim, use my other tags I already cut. And again, it's just scrap paper. Don't, unless you're out of scrap paper, don't cut extra, you know? Choose what you got. If you have to adjust your tag size, then do that. The whole point is we're using all of the stuff we've already cut, right? Or at least we're trying to. Okay, and then I just threw a little bit of ink around on this top piece. Just a little bit. Not a ton, but just kind of enhance it a little bit. Okay, now we're still waiting for that gold to dry, so we'll wait for that. Now on this, I'm going to take and just do 3. So we're creating another little pocket. And I guess I would say if, because originally a couple years ago when I bought these, I bought like so many boxes of these Christmas cards at the dollar store, which I mean turned out to be a good thing. I've used them in crafts, and I've used them as like, you know, Christmas cards to other people, or like if you still have boxes and boxes of Christmas cards from previous years, that would be good. But yeah, and where was I going with that? I would get a variety pack, honestly, if I were to do it over again. Like I said, I'm getting kind of tired of the same ones every year, but I won't buy any more until I'm like done with them. So there's that. Okay, now we're gonna stick these up in there just at random. Okay, set those aside for a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and glue these little guys down. Got my all thumbs today. See, and the gold that was left over, it's kind of pulling off to the sides and kind of doing a little more antique look there. Love that. Okay, so there's one done. And it also helps wipe off the excess so that it's not getting on your pockets later, so. Okay. And I think I just have been jostling you, huh? Okay, last and final one. Oh, and after this video, I probably better take a few minutes and clean my mat before it gets all weird. Okay, and that is number 3. So look at that. I don't know that I'll just put 2 out for now because, you know. So there we go. Super cute. Okay, thank you guys for joining me, and we will just talk to you soon. Bye, guys.